Good day to all. This is Monday, June 13th, 2022. Today's gospel asks the impossible of us. Turn the other cheek. Do not seek an eye for an eye. So we have to ask ourselves, how do we relate to this most radical challenge of Jesus? We all say we're Christians, and thus we struggle to respond to Jesus' message, but this one, so many believe, is way too much for us. How can Jesus expect that we can do this? Well, 50 years ago on June 8th, 1972, if you remember, children were playing in a temple courtyard. Planes flew over, dropping bombs and covering these children with napalm. Any of us who lived through the Vietnam War remember that picture of Kim Phu Phan Thi, a naked 10-year-old girl running down the street with the other children with outstretched arms, screaming in pain. One only needs to really look at the faces of these children to understand evil. A third of her body was burned. Well, Kim is 60 today and had to work through a great deal of hate and anger. She hated that cameraman who took that picture. She was ashamed and humiliated. The picture was on the front pages of newspapers around the world. But she has forgiven all. She has become a Christian. She has found forgiveness in Christ. She now runs the Kim Foundation, providing aid to child victims of war around the world. So what about us? Kim has let go of the rage and anger and hurt she experienced. What might we be holding on to? What resentment, what hurt, what disappointment might we be savoring and we need to let go of in order to move on and spread positive energy in our world, just like Kim, by turning the other cheek? It's really not that impossible with God's grace. So how about us taking some lessons from this 10-year-old girl who could certainly have stayed angry and bitter and resentful her whole life, but she hasn't. She's let go of this, and now she's making a very positive impact on our world. We can do that too. Perhaps not on the whole world, but on ourselves, on our families, with the people we live and work with. Have a wonderful day, and with God's grace, we can all struggle to turn the other cheek.